Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 169. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Tron Ares, the third installment in the Tron franchise. Tron came out in 1982. Tron Legacy come out in 2010. Here we are. Consistency with releases is not something that this franchise does. It stars Jared Leto, Greta Lee, Evan Peters, Jodie Turner-Smith, Arturo Castro, Hassan Minaj, Gillian Anderson, and Jeff Bridges. It is directed by Joachim Roning. I probably butchered that pronunciation. My apologies. He co-directed Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. He also directed Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, I think was the subtitle. And then, that Daisy Ridley movie that come out, I think last year, like the Woman in the Sea or something like that. You got the grid. In the 40-ish plus years since Kevin Flynn cooked up the grid, he's been in there, sacrificed himself to preserve it, created his own kind of like digital clone who wanted to escape, and then just passed it off. Sam Flynn, Tron Legacy, did his thing, got interested in it, and then I heard that this was a standalone sequel, but it's really not. This movie references the first two. Ares is a program created kind of like Clue in Legacy, but develops thought, I guess, and there is something that the antagonistic characters need that the protagonistic characters are trying to protect, and there is just conflict basically for control of the grid and I guess the grid in the real world. I like the Tron movies. I never lose my mind over them. Legacy is one of the most beautiful looking movies I've ever seen. This movie looks beautiful. For me, the Tron of it all, I don't even think it's 10 minutes. You could have just called this movie Ares, and then surprise, we're going to Tron for a little bit. We're at the Tron side of the grid, I guess we could say. And like that, man, that's kind of where like this movie like lost me. Like overall, this is a movie. It's a watchable movie. It's Jared Leto, who apparently I know he's been talking about this for years, at least 4 or 5 years. But apparently this was his idea. His performance is that of a program, robotic, wooden, slightly emotionless, but I feel like spoilers can be involved if like I go too much into Jared Leto's character, basically the title character. He is created for a purpose, and Evan Peters is the whiz kid behind that purpose. I can't remember the company. It's not Eon. It's not Enron. The Kevin Flynn company has competition, and that's where the control of what will be in the digital world and won't be in the digital world. That's the power struggle for everything, right? Jodie Turner-Smith kind of plays the second in command behind Ares. Greta Lee is a protagonistic character, kind of the hero of the story. She's the one that I think everything weighs upon. She's good. But then there are other human characters with lame dialogue, try to be lame comic relief, poorly written, didn't need to be in the movie whatsoever. I just don't think that this movie measures up in comparison to the first two. The first two are so good. And like I said, I just don't really feel like this needed to be a Tron movie. It just could have been an original idea, and Tron is the brand recognition. Tron is why Disney hopes this movie won't bomb. It still might. It's just not as interesting as the first two. And like I said, the Tron of it all, I don't even think it's 10 minutes. And then after Legacy, I just have questions about everything that went into the Tron of it all. I just don't think it made sense. I mean, you don't really need the exposition for Jeff Bridges and I did this because I wanted to. That's all it really boils down to, a character decision that happened in between movies. But like this, there is a mid-credit scene, and a Tron 4 could be epic based off how Jared Leto's character ended in that mid-credit scene. There could be some shit cooking for a potential Tron 4 that'll come out in 2043. I kid, I hope. I just I don't want to say I was let down, but I was kind of let down. It's just because for 1982, the first Tron is kind of amazing. For 2010, the advancement in visual effects justified the movie's existence. The visual effects in this movie are cool. The story is fine. The acting is fine. The humans were annoying. The digital characters were good. And this movie might win the Oscar for Best Score. So with all that being said, I will say that in my opinion, Tron Ares was solid. Have you seen Tron Ares, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I recently put up a review for The Smashing Machine. Before that, I put up a top 3 movies of the third quarter of 2025. And then there were reviews for The Strangers Chapter 2 and One Battle After Another. This weekend, the plan is to drop reviews for you guys for Roofman and Marvel Zombies. Next weekend, the plan is the hope is to watch and review Black Phone 2, hopefully Good Fortune, and Peacemaker Season 2. The weekend after that, I want to say, is the Bruce Springsteen movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere. I think that's the only release that weekend that I might be checking for. Rec League Podcast, we recently talked about the fourth quarter, previewed October, November, December, the rest of this year. Next episode, whenever it drops, I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Stick around and find out. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.